Shalom, it's Kanai from GMS, Indiana. First, I want to give praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders of GMS, and may peace and blessings be multiplied to the Akim out there teaching in truth and sincerity. Okay, I'm going to start out in Ephesians 5:15. Alright, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Alright, walk circumspectly, not as fools, because, you know, when you come to the knowledge of the truth, you know what to look out for, you know what things to watch for, because you know what things to do and what things not to do. You know what things are, vain. Really all things are vain, but you know what things are, what things are wicked, and what things are righteous. And you have a knowledge of what to stay away from. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Alright, so you have to understand what the will of the Lord is. Alright, so you just can't be like everyone else. You can't just do everything that everyone else is doing, because they're occupied in wickedness. But you want to stay righteous, you want to stay in the spirit of the Lord, And be not drunk with wine. Alright? And be not drunk with wine. That's what I'm going to title this lesson. Be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Alright? So, that wine, being not drunk with wine is talking about not being drunk with false doctrines and philosophies, and that's how you stay sober. You know what I mean? Like, staying sober involves, like staying in the spirit, knowing the truth, you know what I mean? Praying every day to the Lord, having a walk with the Lord, reading your Bible, looking at some videos, you know what I mean? Knowing what it is that you got to do to follow the Lord's commandments. And, speaking to yourselves in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing, making melody in your hearts to the Lord. That's some of the things right there that can keep you occupied, so that you can stay in the spirit. Because I've always having your mind on the Lord helps you to not sin. Giving thanks always for all things unto the Most High and the Father, in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach, submitting yourselves one to another in the fear of the Most High. Alright, so, because the people that don't follow the Lord, they don't have a fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is not in them, so they don't want to change, they don't want to do nothing. Jump over to Hebrews 13:9. Be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines. Alright, be not carried about with diverse and strange doctrines, because when you know the truth, you know that everything else is a lie. Everything else is nonsense. Like, Christianity, what do you call it? Christianity, Catholic, Scientology. You know that all these things are lies. you know, because, you know, you've been raised up to believe certain things that are not true. For it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have profited them, which have not profited them that have been occupied therein. All right, because people go around still wondering about things. They still got questions. Well, what about this and what about that? You know what I mean? Like they don't have a full understanding, because, you know, the lies that they've been told, they don't feel their void that they have about certain things. You know, but when you come into the truth, you know, every question you got, every answer, I mean someone always has an answer for it when you're in the truth, you know. You know, most likely the men of GMS. You know, we have the answers that people are seeking, because really it's not us speaking, it's the Lord speaking. You know, the Lord speaks through His men. You know, and so, you know, so that's why, you know, the Spirit be flowing, and, you know, we always, you know, that's why, you know, your answers are always, I mean, your questions are always answered, because it's not us speaking, it's the Lord speaking through us. Because, you know, we're putting in the work, you know, reading this Bible and breaking it down right, so we can edify people. All right, be not carried away with diverse and strange doctrines. We know different. Diverse meaning different, and strange doctrines. All right, because, you know, everybody, there's all types of doctrines out there, but, you know, you got to know all of that stuff is a lie, because there's only one truth. All right, those are those strange doctrines. All right. For it is a good thing that the heart be established with grace, not with meats, which have profited them that have been occupied, which have profited not them that have been occupied therein. Salakia. All right. Oh yeah, diverse right here. Diverse also has another meaning. It also means to you know, draw away from the true point of attack. That's another lesson for another time, though. And go to Titus 2:12, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly. All right, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present world. All right, because everything in this world is wicked, man. Because, I mean, if you're not trying to live, you know, godly, you're gonna be living like everybody else. Like, you're gonna be living in wickedness, you know. All right, teaching us that denying ungodliness, you have to deny ungodliness and worldly lust. You know, some things that you might desire, or some things that might, you know, look good on the outside, but, you know, inwardly is filled with wickedness. You know, because a lot of people, they don't know a lot of things that they do is wicked. They go around and think what they're doing is right, not knowing, or sometimes they actually do know, but they don't wanna follow. You know, not knowing that, you know, like women, they like to put on lipstick. They don't know that all that stuff is made out of roadkill and whale fats and, you know, pork. You know, things like that, all kinds of unclean things that you don't want to that you don't want to, you know, a person that has knowledge wouldn't want to put those things on their bodies like that, you know. I mean, what, you know, like how everybody likes to stay clean, you know what I mean? Like, if you truly want to be clean, why would you want to put something that'll make you filthy on your body? So you get up and shower in the morning, you know, you get up and wash your face, but then afterwards you're going to put a bunch of stuff that defiles your face. Put on a bunch of stuff that defiles your face. You know, that doesn't make sense, you know. Alright, I'm gonna go to Ephesians 5. Nah, Salakia. I'm gonna go to 1 Corinthians 15:34. Awake to righteousness and sin not, for some have not the knowledge of the Most High. Like I was just saying, awake to righteousness and sin not. Alright, it says awake to righteousness and sin not. So you're not supposed to sin if you know, if you are woke to righteousness and you got the truth, like it's saying, it says, and sin not. Alright, so that's a part of walking circumspectly. For ye have not, some have not the knowledge of the Most High. Alright, like I was saying, these people that go around doing all kinds of things, not knowing what all types of wickedness are in the things that they're doing. Alright, for some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame. Okay, and with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders of GMS, and may peace and blessings be multiplied. Death to America. Shalom.